How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some of the scariest videos this week, so hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content, just like this.
Who's in here?
Our first video on this list is from the YouTube channel The Haunted Side Paranormal Investigations. In it, the explorers come across some bizarre things that might just give even the most seasoned supernatural experts some nightmares. The video takes place at the so-called Clean Water Demon House in Reno, Nevada, United States. Stories say that around a dozen people have died on the property, and that there's also been several reports of creepy occult activity in the area. Cautiously, they enter the property.
It's creepy too that there's like this just red door. And this looks like it used to just be outside.
Yeah.
Not long after entering the house, the investigators notice a strange looking symbol on one of the walls.
Who is in here? What is that?
I don't know, but it's on the walls in a couple of spots.
What does that mean?
Via an EVP device, they ask any present entities in the house what the symbol means. Eerily, they receive a response. Take a listen.
What does that mean? Oh, I'm getting bad.
Anti-prey.
Anti-prey?
The team interprets this to mean that the house could be cursed.
Does that mean that...
I mean, anti-prey would be a curse?
Yeah. Does that mean that that's not good? Is that bad? Is there something bad here?
Then, using other specialist equipment, they search for visual confirmation of a resident spirit. Take a look at what they see.
Are you upstairs? Yep. It's mapping it just like in the middle of all
Maximum.
Oh, what was that?
Sacra res.
Go on.
Has.
I've got like.
Star.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
No.
Yeah.
The same eerie figure appears again on the staircase later in the investigation.
We can see you now. Can you make that door move? That door moved. Did you hear that?
Yeah. It's wearing out again.
Gone.
Possibly the most creepy moment of the video comes when the team inadvertently captures something mysterious through a window. However, it isn't until they review the footage later that they realize what they've actually caught. Take a look.
Right as I was walking back into the house, I just happened to glance down at the camera's LED screen. I thought I saw some kind of black shadow behind that window, but I didn't even realize until I reviewed the footage that I'd captured probably one of the best shadow figures I've ever seen.
So what's really going on inside this old house? Are the spirits of the people said to have died there still lurking on the property? Take another look at the footage and judge for yourself.
He's trying to... It looks like he's trying to close that door. Or like move that door. Let's see if it maps anything.
It's wearing out again.
Gone.
Tammy Gyamati, a Texas native and paranormal investigator, has long believed that she's haunted. Known on TikTok as the Haunted 136, Tammy's on a mission to find evidence that could substantiate the strange occurrences she's experienced throughout her life. Tammy frequently posts intriguing CCTV footage from her home that's left many viewers both puzzled and spooked. This first clip shows a cupboard containing a collection of dolls. Take a look at what transpires. Another video captures a newly purchased antique desk. Here we see some footage captured in the bedroom of the home. Yet another clip shows a bedside lamp seemingly spinning all on its own. Things take a darker turn when a vintage doll is seen moving on camera. To cap it all off, a crucifix on the wall is captured moving, as if something's attempting to turn the cross upside down. So could Tammy be haunted by a malevolent presence? The moving crucifix has led some viewers to suggest that the entity haunting her may be demonic in nature. Tammy's footage has certainly stirred up a hornet's nest of speculation and debate among her followers and the wider TikTok community. While some viewers are convinced that the footage is proof of paranormal activity, others remain skeptical, suggesting that there may be more mundane explanations for the strange occurrences. As a paranormal investigator, Tammy's no stranger to skepticism, and she continues to search for definitive proof that can substantiate her experiences. Whether or not one believes in the supernatural, the footage shared by Tammy is undeniably eerie, and will continue to fuel further discussions about the existence of ghosts and other paranormal phenomena. Paranormal places don't just attract ghosts, they also attract the curiosity of paranormal investigators. The YouTube channel Paranormies thrives off spooky locations, attempting to catch as many ghostly sightings and events as possible. In one video shared to the channel, the YouTubers decide to explore a church in St. Elizabeth in Quebec. The tiny community was first established in 1898 and grew over time to encompass several stores and businesses. Over its history, it's seen plenty of tragedy, including the death of several children due to scarlet fever in 1910. A fire in 1918 destroyed the large barn in town that housed nearly 20 horses. Soon after, the town's barber lost his children in an accident involving an explosion of a lamp. There were additional deaths due to other fires and floodings in the decades that followed, leading many to speculate that ghosts haunt the area. The video follows the two YouTubers exploring the area's only church. They come across a noose hanging from the ceiling while exploring the uppermost part of the church.
Look how high it goes up here.
While inspecting the noose, they hear disembodied voices, almost like a man moaning from downstairs. They head back down, only to see their motion sensor doll going off about 100 feet away, suggesting nearby activity.
Whoa. Whoa. Dude. There's no way.
That was not us.
Turn the mics on. Okay.
After some more exploring, the YouTubers decide to set up a camera in the room with the noose. As they're doing so, their EVP picks up what sounds like a British man saying the word worth.
Right here?
The video then cuts to a close-up of both YouTubers' hands on a planchette attempting to talk to any present spirits.
So you need to move this planchette.
You just say yes. Just move it to yes.
Then the camera in the noose room appears to capture the sounds of footsteps. We're then brought back to the two men speaking to possible spirits. Suddenly, a loud sound can be heard.
Oh, dude, that scared me.
Hello? Hello?
The investigators later find that a ladder inexplicably fell over while they were interacting with the Ouija board. The final scene of the video finds the two men back in the noose room. One of them sits down, undergoing sensory deprivation.
Benny. Sight.
Was that you that knocked the ladder over downstairs?
The cameraman asks some questions.
Why are you here?
After about 30 seconds, something truly terrifying happens. Watch.
Why are you staying here? Why are you staying here? Dude, go. I can't see. Grab the light.
The YouTuber's beanie is slowly pulled back by an invisible force.
Dude, go. I can't see. Grab the light.
In response, the two men jump up and run out of the room.
Why are you staying here? Dude, go. I can't see. Grab the light.
Thousands of viewers of this video have been stunned by the beanie being pulled backwards. Many took it as a sign that the spirit or spirits of the church were starting to get upset and decided to spook the boys in order to get them out of the building.
Dude, go.
The community's history is certainly interesting and riddled with death, so perhaps it's no surprise the church is filled with such frightening incidents. If this footage is genuine, it would have to be one of the most startling paranormal encounters ever caught on film.
Why are you staying here? Dude, go. I can't see. Grab the light.
Assalamu alaikum. Margaro data su gore kha. Rana ura zerata su gore kha.
YouTube user DevilsGam619 has been captivating viewers with a chilling series of videos showing alleged paranormal activity in an abandoned property. The footage, uploaded over several weeks, depicts unexplained movements and eerie occurrences that locals attribute to the presence of a jinn, a supernatural entity rooted in Middle Eastern folklore. The first set of clips show some bizarre activity unfolding.
قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس.
This continues for some time.
سوكي يلا خير ورقلا سوكي يلا خير يلا خير يلا خير دو غوريخا يلا خير يلا خير.
In a follow-up video, the activity intensifies. Doors continue to open and shut violently as if unseen hands are controlling them.
سوكي يلا خير دو غوريخا يلا خير يلا خير سوكي يلا خير يلا خير دو غوريخا يلا خير يلا خير.
Chairs slide across the floor with a force that suggests something beyond the natural.
يلا خير يلا خير دو غوريخا يلا خير يلا خير قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس دو غوريخا يلا خير.
One clip even captures a rake seemingly moving all by itself. Things take a sinister turn when the explorer discovers an old weathered doll inside the property. As the video unfolds, the doll appears to shift and rock on its own.
من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس غوري مرغروخا غوري لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول.
The activity continues for several minutes, with the doll's movements seemingly growing more and more deliberate.
الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس غوري مرغروخا غوري.
This chilling sequence has led many to wonder whether the doll could be a vessel for a supernatural presence. Jinn, often referred to as genies in Western culture, are supernatural beings from Islamic and Middle Eastern folklore. According to legend, jinn are made from smokeless fire and exist in a parallel realm to humans. They're believed to possess free will, capable of both good and evil acts. In folklore, jinn can attach themselves to objects, places, or even people. Their presence is often associated with unexplained phenomena such as the movement of objects, strange noises, or feelings of unease. Some believe jinn can haunt abandoned locations, especially those tied to tragic events or neglect. The videos by Devil's Gam have sparked intense debate among viewers. While some see the footage as compelling evidence of jinn activity, others remain skeptical, suggesting the events could just be staged or manipulated. So could this abandoned property truly be haunted by a jinn, or is there a more earthly explanation waiting to be uncovered? The mystery remains unsolved.
I'm still hearing voices.
2 years ago, Reddit user QuimboSlice20 shared a series of videos that left the online community spooked. The user claimed to have captured evidence of paranormal activity in their aunt's house in rural Iowa, a place they had long believed to be haunted. The user shared that the house was built back in the 1860s. During a visit, they were awakened by voices at 2:30 AM. Creeped out, they began filming on their phone.
I'm still hearing voices. Jesus Christ.
Then the camera picks up what sounds like whispering. Finally, an eerie knocking sound can be heard emanating from the closet. Additionally, orbs, often associated with spiritual presences, can be seen moving in almost all of the clips. The intensity of the event eventually forced the user to sleep in their car. The user expressed relief at finally having some proof to share, acknowledging that others might be skeptical. So, is this old house in Iowa really haunted? Love to hear your take on this one in the comments down below. Donnie Drunkard is a well-known paranormal YouTuber. His channel showcases the supposed supernatural happenings that take place around his home. This clip is from a live stream that played out in real time right in front of the eyes of Donnie Drunkard's audience. Near the beginning of the stream, Drunkard notes that he feels as though there's some sort of presence in the hallway.
Earlier there's a shadow figure, Brad, that I saw. I don't know if it came through. And then now the SLS is going crazy. There's presence in the hallway.
Soon after, the program on his computer picks up evidence of a humanoid shape in the darkness. Watch.
Surrounds this whole aura. He's here. Like I said, I felt like somebody is out there in the hallway. And clearly there's...
During the live stream, several keen-eyed viewers alerted the YouTuber to some strange occurrences. One in particular, Callie Morrison, provided a playback showing a possible paranormal entity. If you take a good look down the hallway, you can actually see a shadowy figure moving around.
The blood of Jesus Christ.
When the footage is brightened up, the figure's presence becomes even more apparent. So what do you think this creepy clip shows? Does it prove that Donnie Drunkard really is living in a haunted house? Love to hear your theories on this in the comment section down below.
Surrounds this whole aura. He's here. Like I said, I felt like somebody is out there in the hallway.
So we've just entered one of the most amazing places we've been to in a long time.
Ghost Theory is a YouTube channel that travels the UK in search of paranormal hotspots with the aim of finding real evidence. In this video, the team travels to an abandoned house in an unknown location in an attempt to make contact with the supernatural.
That has just disappeared. So we want to try and find out who this person was or who they were, when it was abandoned, and potentially find out why if we can.
After a quick sweep of the property, the team set up REM pods in the kitchen capable of detecting movement.
Now we have a device down in the kitchen with an aerial. If you touch that, it will make a very annoying sound.
They then announce their intentions to any spirits that might be present.
We're here to find out if you passed away here, or if you know that you've passed on.
Initially, the investigation does begin quite slowly. However, it soon heats up when the team suddenly hears a banging sound.
Hello? Okay. Okay.
They hear another unusual sound and capture something rather eerie on camera.
There was someone in there. There was someone just there, Joe. There was fucking
goosebumps.
The team quickly runs upstairs, but it becomes apparent that there's no one up there.
None of these windows are open. How the hell is that? Look. That was like someone was just pushing up against it.
I was like...
That's so cool.
They then return back down to the kitchen where they notice that the door is now open.
Door's open. That door's not open.
A mysterious bell sound begins to echo through the house, but a thorough search fails to uncover its source.
Yeah.
That was a bell.
They hear yet another loud thumping noise. Then one of the investigators asks any present spirits to set off the REM pod in the kitchen.
Thank you. If you are here and it's you and you're making this noise, are you able to... Can you set the REM pod off? Can you set the device off in the kitchen?
Surely enough, the device begins to beep. Undeterred, the explorers continue their investigation.
I've got goosebumps again.
As they enter one of the rooms, they receive one final scare.
Holy was that? Jesus Christ!
Later, when they return to the room, they notice that the chest has the word bells written on it.
That says bells.
Oh my god. We both noticed that at the same time as well.
Shocked, the pair theorise that the bell sound they heard earlier could be a message from the house's previous owner. Combined with the kitchen door mysteriously opening and the discovery of a bell above the outside door, they suspect it might be a warning, urging them to leave the property.
And anything, like bell, it's like, get out, the bell's outside.
Yeah.
Don't want you in here, get out.
Whether these signs were a warning or a message from the past, the evidence gathered leaves the team and viewers questioning the house's haunted history and the supernatural forces at play.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want me to leave, move.
TikTok user Kubikoi has sparked a wave of curiosity and unease with a series of chilling videos. After purchasing a doll from a garage sale for their reselling business, the user claims that strange and unsettling events began unfolding around their home, leading them to believe that the doll may be haunted or even cursed. In the first clip shared by the user, the doll is seen sitting innocently in a box. However, the situation quickly takes an eerie turn.
Oh shit.
The box appears to shift entirely on its own. This initial occurrence sets the stage for a string of events that would leave Kubikoi and their growing audience completely shaken. The activity around the home escalates soon after the doll's arrival. In a late night clip, the user is awoken by strange noises. They discover water running in the bathroom basin without explanation. Soon, more activity occurs in the bathroom. The shower curtain is moving, but when the user looks behind it, there's no one there.
If you're in here, can you move the curtain again?
In another clip, the user hears noises in their bedroom.
See if anything happens. Oh, and there's knocking.
As they film, something eerie happens.
Hey, if you can hear me, can you move something? Move it again? I swear that bottle just moved.
A water bottle shifts without any apparent cause.
Yeah, look, you can see the water inside moving and everything.
Desperate to uncover the truth, Kubikoi attempts to contact any potential spirits using a Ouija board.
Do you have a name? What is your name?
And things don't go well.
You have to move the little plastic piece to reveal letters and spell something. It just moved. Alright, I'm done. I'm not doing it.
The most chilling moment occurs in this final clip. After hearing more unexplained noises, the user investigates.
I'm hearing voices coming from there. The last like 20 minutes.
Watching that again, a shirt is hovering eerily mid-air before it drops suddenly to the ground. The user believes the garage sale doll brought a curse or spirit into their home. Some commenters agree, suggesting the doll may be linked to a residual energy or even a malevolent entity. Others, however, propose more rational explanations like vibrations or drafts, while admitting the incidents remain deeply unsettling. As the eerie events continue to unfold, Kubikoi has expressed growing concern for their safety. Whether the doll truly harbours a supernatural presence or the events have a more logical explanation, one thing's certain: this haunting tale has captivated TikTok, leaving viewers eager for the next chilling update.
Oh,
That doesn't look like the other trees.
When TikToker PeachAssassin99 first noticed a dead tree in her backyard, things began to get a little strange. In this first clip, we see her approach the tree to investigate.
But it's very pretty. And there's these weird things that are in it. I don't know what that's for. And it has crazy holes.
At the base, she finds an animal skull.
Oh. I like you. What is that?
It seems that after that day, mysterious things started happening around her house. This next clip shows a photo that the woman's landlord took of the building.
So my landlord sends me this picture because she's trying to take pictures of the new windows that got replaced.
There appears to be a creepy doll sitting in the window.
Is in the left window next to the chimney. I don't own any dolls.
However, the TikToker notes that she doesn't own a doll. She then shows the window from inside the house. There appears to be nothing there.
To see if I can somehow make myself feel better. There's scratches on the windowsill for some reason.
The spooky incidents keep happening in this next video as we see the woman rushing to her door after the bell rings incessantly. Yet when she opens it, there's nobody there. Her dog runs out sniffing around, but we can see that there's no one nearby.
Luna, come on.
From this moment on, the creepy activity seems to escalate around the house. Next, we see a bottle suddenly fall as the woman's hanging out in her kitchen.
Did you do that?
In this footage, more strange activity is captured. Books fly off the shelf as though an unseen entity is pushing them from behind. Although it seems that the poster doesn't know what's causing these potentially paranormal events, her dog might be able to sense something that she can't. As we see the TikToker taking her pet for a walk one evening, the animal seems to pick up the scent of someone lurking in the field.
Luna.
A tall, dark figure seems to be watching the pair as they take their evening stroll.
What?
In this final clip, we see the TikToker's dogs as they're suddenly alerted to something outside. They move from window to window, barking at the presence. At first, there doesn't seem to be anything there. Perhaps the dogs were just barking at a possum or raccoon. However, take a look at what the outdoor security camera captured. There appears to be an eerie figure wandering across the yard. Could this be the same figure that the woman saw earlier in the field? This story remains ongoing, so head over to PeachAssassin99's TikTok account to see the latest in this saga. As always, I'll put a link to her account in the description box down below. There are certain places around the world that are thought to have abnormally high instances of the supernatural. This video, uploaded to YouTube by Fourth Wall, might just show one of them. This footage was captured in Fukushima, Japan, a city that hit international news in 2011 when it was rocked by an earthquake and subsequent tsunami that damaged the local nuclear power plant. The result was the most severe nuclear accident since the Chernobyl disaster. To this day, the city and the surrounding areas still reel from the tragedy, and in the years since, ghost stories have abounded. According to locals and visitors, the spirits of many who died during the tsunami still linger, as their sudden demise left them unprepared to leave this world. One story tells of a ghostly woman joining her friends for tea, only to leave a damp cushion behind where she had been imagined to have been sitting. Another is a man who asks taxi drivers to take him to an address that no longer exists, only to disappear halfway through the ride. Priests of various religions have been called upon to banish these spirits, some of whom are believed to have the power to possess human beings. This clip, filmed at Bentenyama Park in Fukushima, purports to have captured evidence of at least one of the many spirits said to haunt the area. As the YouTuber heads up a set of wooden stairs late one night, they inadvertently capture something rather chilling. Watch. A mysterious ghostly face appears to be watching them through the trees. The face is pale and looks to have dark, hollow eyes. The YouTuber continues on, and a few seconds later, a white, semi-transparent figure can be seen. Then, as the YouTuber turns to continue up the stairs, we see yet another eerie figure. Watch. There's one more chilling sighting that occurs in this video. Just as the YouTuber reaches the top of the stairs, they begin to pan the camera around. Eerie, disembodied footprints begin to appear in the snow as if an invisible being is walking away into the distance. So does this video show proof of some of the spirits that are thought to still haunt Fukushima? Perhaps they'll continue to remain as ghostly remnants of the disaster that befell the area in 2011. In the heart of Columbus, Texas, lies a Masonic lodge steeped in the shadows of a violent past. This historic location became the focal point of a chilling paranormal investigation conducted by the team at the MP Paranormal YouTube channel. They sought to uncover the lingering spirits tied to the infamous Stafford-Townsend feud, the late 19th century conflict that was marked by political rivalry, violent confrontations, and tragic deaths that left an indelible mark on the town, allegedly fueling hauntings at the lodge. During a courthouse celebration in July 1890, an explosive conflict erupted between the Townsend family and Robert Stafford, leading to the deaths of Robert and his son John Stafford. The altercation began when Warren Stafford, Robert's son, was publicly humiliated and imprisoned by Laren and Marion Hope, allies of the Townsends. Enraged, Robert confronted the Hopes, resulting in a deadly shootout. Despite being charged with murder, the Hopes faced no legal consequences thanks to Sheriff Marcus Townsend's influence. This violent episode destabilized Columbus, causing it to lose its state incorporation until 1920. In the video, we see the investigators as they begin their journey in the lodge's main room.
We went first straight up to the main lodge room. So the main lodge room is extremely intimidating because it has what me and Dylan call advanced darkness. Probably the darkest space I've ever been in, let alone investigated.
This unique ambience is accompanied by eerie sensations, unexplained noises, and a foreboding atmosphere, hinting at the residual energy left behind by the feud, making this space a possible hotspot for paranormal activity.
Constant waves of energy that were emitting in and out of the room. We would get hits of activity, and then this waves of energy would just blast into the room, and we would be chicken skinned all over, and I just couldn't explain it, and it just would come and it would go, ebb and flow. Very bizarre.
In the back storage room, the team encounters what appears to be intense poltergeist phenomena.
Intense electromagnetic interference with devices, cat balls going off, AVPs, poltergeist activity, the walls shaking.
Later, the investigators set up their equipment, and it isn't long before an eerie banging sound echoes through the building.
So we're kind of covering our backs right now. What?
How did my phone just reset itself?
There's a lot of electronic interference I've noticed. So what, your phone was turned off?
Yeah, you literally have to do this. Like I just turned it on.
Whoa! Jesus Christ, man.
Easy. That was so loud.
The pair then begin a conversation with a supposed spirit.
Okay, hello?
Something's in here with us.
We're not at peace.
Whoa.
So Robert and John Stafford were murdered just up the block right here, not even 100 yards away.
Ridicule.
Wow.
I'm upset.
Okay, I'm agitated, I'm upset. So I'm sorry. That was after my cell phone dropped?
Yeah, something that's like, was like crawling down the wall, sounded like.
Utilizing experimental tools, the investigators receive AI-generated images that appear to reflect the spirit's memories or emotions.
To the gentleman in the gray suit, or whoever is communicating with us, make a picture. Show us what you look like. Whatever you can communicate with images.
That was on demand. What is it?
It's a little girl sitting on the beach.
That's weird.
These visual manifestations could provide a unique glimpse into the spirit's attachment to its past life, offering clues about its identity and lingering sorrow.
Are we totally off here? Are you a child spirit?
Little girl?
Can you give us any sort of confirmation if we're hit or miss here?
I'm standing because I feel safer for the record.
As the investigation concludes, the team identifies a single male spirit as the source of the paranormal disturbances. This spirit, believed to be connected to the Stafford-Townsend feud, appears burdened by tragic memories and unable to find peace.
I think that the haunting that is inside of this lodge specifically is one spirit, and I think it's a man, and I think he's very sorrowful. I think that he's very sad about what's happened in his life and the things that he's held on to crossing over into the spirit world. So I don't think it's bad, I just think it's a sorrowful energy, which is unfortunate.
So it seems that this Masonic lodge in Columbus serves as a poignant reminder of the town's turbulent past. Through their investigation, the team has shed light on the lingering effects of the Stafford-Townsend feud, not only on the town's history, but also on the spirits who may still walk these dark and lonely halls.
Whoa! Jesus Christ, man.
Easy. That was so loud.
An apartment is supposed to be a home, a place to take comfort in after a long day. Unfortunately for TikToker Bunny Squid 95, the new apartment she moved into with her fiancé above a decrepit house is far from comforting. Instead, the videos she's shared display quite the opposite. In the first clip, the TikToker explains that it's midnight and that she's just heard some strange noises.
Hey guys, it's 12 o'clock in the morning and I heard some weird noises.
She moves the camera around and we can see objects falling around her.
12 o'clock in the morning and I heard some weird noises. Jesus Christ, oh my god.
In the second clip, the TikToker is in the kitchen and tells viewers that she went to turn the light on when more weird things began to happen.
Okay, so I just got up to turn the light on and there's still... Okay, and yeah, okay.
We can see a cupboard door open on its own, a magnet falls from the fridge, and something drops from the kitchen counter.
And yeah, okay. Yeah, there's still weird happening. Okay, goodbye.
The final clip finds the TikTok user explaining that the fan in her apartment is just a regular oscillating fan. Some viewers of previous videos had speculated that her fan could be the instigator of all the abnormal activity, but she denies this. She whips the camera around to face the kitchen where objects on the counter budge.
So I was going to just record and see what.
She continues to explain that most of the activity happens in the kitchen, and as she does so, more objects ruffle around.
Activity is centered mostly in my kitchen.
Soon after, we can hear the sound of an object falling nearby.
Yeah, a lot of weird stuff happens down there too.
Viewers had plenty of suggestions. One speculated that this could be the ghost of a cat, as the objects seemed to be knocked over as if played with by a small animal. Others thought that this was indeed a ghostly spirit that wanted to mess with the new apartment renters in order to get them to leave. People suggested that the woman sage her apartment, or perhaps even call a priest for help. So what do you guys think? Love to get your opinions on this one in the comments section below.
Record and see what. What happened?
The Nevada State Prison, a chilling testament to 150 years of dark history, is known not only for its infamous executions and violent riots, but also for the paranormal activity that continues to haunt its abandoned halls. In July 2023, the YouTube channel Ghost Vex's Paranormal ventured into the notorious prison to investigate its eerie reputation. The episode has left viewers questioning the reality of what lurks beyond the prison's cell bars. Built in 1862, the Nevada State Prison in Carson City has witnessed countless grim events, from violent riots to the execution of 32 inmates in its gas chamber. The site's dark past has made it a hotbed for alleged ghostly encounters. Visitors frequently report disembodied voices, shadowy figures, and unexplained sounds echoing through the corridors. The third-floor cell block and the death chamber are particularly notorious, with many describing an oppressive, sorrowful energy. Some visitors claim to feel breathless and uneasy in these areas, while others report hearing loud bangs, whistles, and blood-curdling screams. Adding to the terror, the spirit of serial killer Carol Cole, the first person executed by lethal injection in Nevada, is rumored to target women who enter the prison. The investigation begins with a nighttime walkthrough of the pitch-black prison. Using only a night vision camera, the investigator leads viewers through the foreboding corridors.
Can you make a noise for me?
Almost immediately, unsettling sounds echo through the prison.
Let me know where you are. Let me know where you are.
Later, while navigating the cell blocks, the uploader shows viewers what he sees with his naked eye.
Do you want to see what I'm seeing right now?
Absolute pitch black.
This is with night vision on. That's what I see right now.
As the exploration continues, the tension heightens.
Alright, I'm gonna head back.
At one point, the night vision camera captures something chilling at the end of a corridor. If we watch that again in slow motion, there appears to be a faint apparition moving from left to right. Whatever it is, it's barely visible, but unmistakably there. Fans of Ghost Vex's Paranormal are calling this footage compelling evidence of the prison's haunted reputation. The combination of eerie sounds and the fleeting apparition has convinced many that Nevada State Prison is home to lingering spirits. However, skeptics question whether the apparition might just be a trick of the camera or shadow. For those intrigued by the paranormal, the Nevada State Prison Preservation Society offers tours of this haunted location. Visitors can explore its grim history, from its notorious gas chamber to the cells that once held the state's most dangerous inmates. But be warned, you may encounter more than just historical artifacts.
Okay, I had to I have to start recording because we've started to hear more.
YouTube user Boltergeist has begun documenting some strange and eerie happenings in his home, suspecting it may be haunted. The bizarre occurrences have become so frequent that he's taken to posting videos as evidence. In this first clip, the uploader begins filming after hearing some unexplained noises.
More things around the house. And, kind of nervous.
The second clip escalates the tension. Once again prompted by strange noises, the YouTuber explores his house. As he approaches the bathroom, something eerie happens.
Dude. I don't know, man.
The door mysteriously swings shut all on its own, but when he cautiously opens it to have a look, there's no one there.
Dude, you see? No way. Dude, I'm out of here, dude. No way. Let's go, dude.
The third clip is perhaps the most unnerving. Responding to yet another eerie disturbance, the uploader ventures through his home with his camera rolling. This time, the footage captures something rather creepy indeed.
You guys are seeing this, right? You gotta be joking me.
Watching that again, a shadowy figure can be seen moving just behind the door.
You guys are seeing this, right? You gotta be joking me.
But when he looks inside the room, there's no one there.
You gotta be joking me. Oh, jeez.
The series of videos has sparked heated discussions online. Some viewers are convinced the home is indeed haunted, pointing to the shadow and self-closing door as evidence of paranormal activity. Others, however, suggest the noises and movements could be explained by drafts, camera tricks, or natural phenomena. As Boltergeist continues to document these events, one thing's certain: his home has become a hotbed for paranormal intrigue. Could this truly be the work of restless spirits, or is there a more earthly explanation? Only time and perhaps more footage will tell. In June 2021, paranormal investigators Lalo Escalante decided to search a local cemetery in Culiacan, Mexico. They had heard rumors of strange things happening on the property. Locals often report hearing screams and spot unusual shadowy figures walking through the property late at night. The most unsettling story revolves around a supposed haunted doll that sits in one of the graves. It's said to come alive and move among the tombstones. Under the glow of a full moon, the investigators explore the graveyard.
Güey, es que es luna llena, güey. Es el día que los brujos su trabajo lo hacen efectivo. Es ese día, güey.
For the first 10 minutes or so, the YouTubers appear on edge. They claim to hear strange noises coming from all directions of the cemetery.
¿Alguien ahí?
After exploring for some time, they come across a mausoleum and look inside to find a tall doll with lengthy blonde hair standing next to a large cross and flowers.
Ay, la madre. Estoy cagado, güey. Estoy que le recagado, güey.
What happens next is sure to give you the chills. Watch.
Amigos, eso estaba así. No mames. No mames. Creí que la abrió ella, güey. Pero qué pedo, güey. No mames. Esto se abrió sola, cabrón. No mames. La muñeca se movió, Chicho. Chicho se movió, güey, la muñeca, güey. La madre, güey. La madre, güey. Ay, güey. A la mierda.
As you can see, the doll appears to move inside the sealed mausoleum.
La muñeca se movió, Chicho. Chicho se movió con la muñeca, güey. La madre, güey.
There's no doubt about it, viewers have been terrified by this clip. There seems to be no way that the doll could move without the explanation of something otherworldly. To make this incident even scarier, a month prior, a separate group of urban explorers known as Urbex MX captured the exact same doll moving on its own. Take a look.
Ay, mamacita, se movió, güey. Se movió, güey. Neta, se movió, güey. No mames. Se movió, güey.
This incident was captured during a live stream. Hundreds of viewers watched in real time as the doll moved inside the mausoleum.
Ay, mamacita, se movió, güey. Se movió, güey. Se movió, güey. No mames. Se movió, güey.
So is this graveyard home to restless spirits? And is this doll really possessed by some unknown entity? According to these two separate accounts, it would appear so.
Ay, mamacita, se movió, güey. Se movió, güey. Neta, se movió, güey.
So a lovely atmospheric morning.
In a bizarre video uploaded to the YouTube channel Skywatch Explorer, viewers are taken on a nocturnal adventure around Pendle Hill, located in the east of Lancashire, England. As daylight wanes, the uploader's intent shifts to the night sky, setting up his camera in anticipation of capturing celestial phenomena, perhaps even a UFO.
As you know, well known for its mysteries, Pendle Hill, well known for the witches, UFO sightings, and it's supposed to be one of the most paranormally active places in the UK.
As night falls, the camera records a couple of intriguing anomalies. This is soon followed by another mysterious sighting. An unexplained object can be seen moving through the night sky. Next, the uploader decides to explore an old abandoned house.
Hello? Hello? Nowhere.
The exploration takes a grim turn when he stumbles upon a distressing scene.
Random with a spray. So they know which farmer.
In a scene too graphic for YouTube, the uploader finds a pile of dead sheep by the side of the road. The macabre discovery sets the scene for an eerie tale that the uploader decides to share with the camera.
I don't know, strange experience possibly I'll tell you about is I went over the Pendle Hills.
He recounts a mysterious encounter he had during a previous visit to Pendle Hill. Around 10 PM, a car pulled up beside his. He noticed two men in suits and ties silently sitting in the front seat, staring at him intently. Feeling uneasy, he avoided further interaction and began setting up his camera to film the sky. He continued filming until about 3 AM. However, upon returning to his car, he realised the same car was still parked next to his, but it was now empty.
And as I'm walking down, I saw a car next to mine. It didn't click just at that second, but then I realised that's the same car that pulled up next to me. I thought, what are they doing this time of night? What's going on? But then when I got to the car, glanced in the car, these men wasn't in the car was empty.
As he left the area, driving down the hill, he noticed headlights following him. The pursuing car tailed him briefly before turning off onto another road and disappearing. The unusual behaviour of the men, their formal attire, and the follow-up pursuit left him unsettled, feeling as though he was being watched. This unsettling encounter is just one of many strange tales linked to Pendle Hill, a place where the boundary between the ordinary and the extraordinary seems to blur. Known not only as a hotspot for UFO sightings, but also as a site steeped in paranormal lore, Pendle Hill has a dark history that stretches back centuries, most notably tied to the infamous Pendle witch trials of 1612. The trials were centered around two families, the Demdikes and the Chattoxes, and took place against a backdrop of political and religious upheaval. Elizabeth Southerns, also known as Old Demdike, and Anne Whittle, known as Mother Chattox, were the matriarchs of these families and central figures in the trials. Both were poor elderly widows accused of witchcraft, along with several family members and neighbours. The accusations began when Alison Device, Old Demdike's granddaughter, was said to have cursed a peddler, leading to his seizure. This incident sparked a series of accusations and confessions that implicated many in the community. The trials occurred at a time when belief in witchcraft was widespread and the supernatural was a real and present danger to the common people. The trials resulted in the execution of 10 of the accused at Lancaster Castle. So, what mysteries does Pendle Hill harbour after dusk? The area's isolated and enigmatic nature seems to magnetise the inexplicable. The experience described by the poster of a late-night visit from two mysterious men in sharp attire seems too odd to be a mere chance. Coupled with reports of UFO sightings, bizarre animal mutilations, and a backdrop steeped in witch trial history and supernatural lore, it begs the question: is it all just a series of strange coincidences, or does Pendle Hill conceal secrets that stir to life under the veil of darkness? D-Doc Michael is a YouTube channel based in South Korea. The owners of the channel, Tichi and Michael, explore properties that are famous for being haunted or known for unexplained phenomena. In this clip, they explore an old abandoned house in South Korea that's rumoured to be filled with supernatural energy. Immediately, we're left with a sense that this property has been left abandoned for some time.
뭐가 있기는 있네. 뭐가 있기는 있어. 야각에 뭐가 있긴 있네. 잠깐 실례 좀 할게요. 있어.
Not long into their exploration, they find some kind of charm on one of the walls.
입춘대길 만사형통.
Before long, they begin to hear strange noises inside the house.
뭐야? 건들지 마세요. 건들지 마. 건들지 마세요.
In one of the rooms, the camera holder thinks he sees some shadow figures moving about in one of the windows.
뭔 소리야? 나 잠깐 들어와 보실랍니까? 나 잠깐만 들어와 보실래요? 가지 마시고 나 잠깐만 들어와 보세요. 빼꼼빼꼼 쳐다보지 마시고 가지 마시고 들어와 보세요. 어디가 가지 마시고 잠깐 들어보시려니까 잠깐만.
Things turn extra creepy when objects start to move in the house.
갑자기 오효요. 잠깐만요. 아, 놔두시고. 예, 감사합니다. 예, 놔두세요. 이거, 자, 뭐요? 왜, 이거 왜?
Watching that again, a fishing rod slides eerily up the wall, seemingly all on its own.
잠깐만요. 아, 놔두시고. 예, 감사합니다. 예, 놔두세요. 이거, 자, 뭐요? 왜, 이거 왜? 이거 뭐 어떻게 되더라고요, 지금? 에? 아휴.
Then, just moments later, this happens.
우리 말로 해요.
The chair slides quickly towards the camera holder.
우리 말로 해요. 갑자기 와버리네. 씨발 졸라 놀랐네.
Later, as they continue to explore the house, they notice the fishing rod that moved earlier is now in a different spot on the floor.
이게 빠졌어? 응? 이게 빠졌네?
Now, if you thought all this activity was scary enough, one of the freakiest encounters actually happens earlier in the exploration. At around the 4-minute and 32-second mark, something truly unsettling happens. Watch.
이빨, 오메 깜짝이야. 잠깐만. 오메 깜짝이야. 잠깐만. 오 깜짝이야.
The zipper slides along the bed as if moved by some unseen hand.
이빨, 오메 깜짝이야. 잠깐만. 오메 깜짝이야. 잠깐만.
Eventually, all the activity becomes too much for the explorers and they decide to leave the house.
뭐? 깜짝이야.
Unfortunately, there's no info on the history of the house, but it certainly seems like something paranormal is happening here. Could the charm they found on the wall have something to do with it? Did the former owners perform rituals inside this house? For now, all we have to go by is the extraordinary footage that's been captured by these brave explorers.
이빨, 오메 깜짝이야. 잠깐만. 오메 깜짝이야. 잠깐만. 오 깜짝이야.
Terra El Extremo is a popular Mexican urbex channel on YouTube who often finds themselves in some very creepy situations. In this video, the investigators head to an abandoned mansion that is supposedly cursed.
Por si hay gente adentro.
The building is run down. Graffiti covers the walls and rubbish and debris lines the floor. Even without the chance of a paranormal encounter, this place is certainly unsettling. Their exploration gets even creepier when they manage to capture some strange movement in one of the rooms. Watch.
여기
Weirdly, the window just opens by itself. Then, inside a nearby bathtub, they find several lit candles lining what appears to be a piece of triangular-shaped lace. The bizarre arrangement looks like something that might be needed for some sort of sinister ritual. Bravely, the investigators continue their search of the property despite the likelihood of others being nearby. Sure enough, it isn't too long before the team films evidence that seems to prove they aren't the only ones in the dilapidated building. As they turn into a darkened hallway, they spot something unnerving. At first, the figure is hard to notice. However, if you lighten the footage, you can see that there's definitely something there. The question is it a person, or could it be some sort of paranormal entity? Soon after this unsettling encounter, the team decides to vacate the mansion, leaving the audience to contemplate the identity of the mysterious, shadowy figure. The Shanley Hotel is an infamous establishment that dates back to 1845. The once thriving bordello sits among the quiet streets of Napanoch, New York. It's now a tourist attraction and a major drawcard for paranormal investigators. Over the decades, tragedy has struck the infamous hotel, so much so that many people believe the premises is deeply haunted by several spirits. Guests staying in the bed and breakfast claim they've seen a woman in period clothing walking upstairs, but when they go to look for her, there's no one around. A heavy scented perfume has also filled the rooms without reason. Many believe the sweet-smelling lady in period attire is Mrs. Shanley herself, the wife of one of the former owners of the property. Many other visitors claim they've seen children hiding in shadowy corners of the hotel. They've heard whispering and giggling, but time and time again, after a thorough search, no one is ever there. Some of the strongest evidence that the Shanley Hotel is haunted comes from an old documentary made by Stephen Barcelo, the proprietor of the Cryptozoology and Paranormal Museum in Littleton, North Carolina. In the film, the current owner of the hotel, Sal Nicosia, is interviewed. He tells a story about first moving into the allegedly haunted property.
I had a cat for close to 13, 14 years, and when I had lived in the other house, I used to let the cat out at night, and the cat would come back during the day. But when I moved into the hotel, the cat refused to go out, and I couldn't get the cat to come into my apartment. For some reason, the cat wouldn't come into that room. And the minute I bring it into the room, she'd take right out the door. So I started feeding her outside in the hallway, and she would roam the building. Then after a while, she started going up to the 3rd floor. And she would come down to the 2nd floor, she would eat, and she'd go back up to the 3rd floor. Then after a couple of months, she refused to come down off the 3rd floor, and she would stay in Claire's room. And we picked up an EVP one night of Claire saying that it was her cat.
Sadly, over time, the cat passed away. Sal grieved for his feline friend but continued running the hotel as normal. Then, in January 2013, some eerie CCTV footage captured on the 3rd floor of the hotel showed something rather unsettling. Take a look. Watching that again, you can make out what looks to be a cat's tail moving from right to left. So could this really be the spirit of Sal's deceased cat? Many viewers certainly seem to think it's true. Given the long, tragic history of the property, along with the countless reports of sighted spirits and other paranormal happenings, one has to wonder whether the Shanley Hotel is some kind of beacon for the spiritual world. Perhaps the old hallways are permanently etched with the echoes and energies of its former residents. In 2018, Leonardo Luna was experiencing some eerie things inside his apartment. He kept finding objects were moving or falling over for no reason. He captured some footage of the phenomena and sent it to the YouTube channel Paseo Infinito. In this clip, we see footage from inside the apartment. Take a look.
Entonces hace rato empecé a grabar y vi como que estaban moviendo cosas. Ay. Luna, ven, Luna. Luna, ven, ven. ¿Qué pasa, mami? Ay.
Watching that again, a door on the cabinet moves seemingly all on its own.
Y vi como que estaban moviendo cosas. Ay.
Then yet more activity is captured.
Luna, ven, Luna. Luna, ven, ven. ¿Qué pasa, mami? Ay.
Could this be evidence of a genuine haunting? The majority of the comments section of the clip seem to think it's real, with many genuinely concerned for the homeowner. So whether you believe this to be real paranormal activity or not is something you'll have to decide for yourself. This last clip on our list was uploaded to YouTube by popular paranormal investigator Ricky Velasquez. The footage, which was captured in a small town in Veracruz, Mexico, seems to show some sort of strange creature lurking in the darkness. Velasquez and his partner take us on an after-dark tour of a forlorn landscape consisting of brick buildings and overgrown brush. The paranormal investigators utilized thermal imaging throughout the tour, attempting to detect anything supernatural. While the video footage is very interesting, it's mostly uneventful. However, that all changes when Velasquez stumbles upon what can only be described as a demon creature haunting the eerie, darkened landscape.
Come on!
While the beast is difficult to make out at first, if you slow the footage down, you can see it in more detail. There, squatting alongside what appears to be a fox or coyote, is some sort of bizarre-looking creature. It has oversized eyes and thick forearms. Some have even likened its appearance to a large insect. What do you think this paranormal investigator has stumbled upon? Is it really a demon, or perhaps even a creature yet to be classified by science? One thing's for sure, it's clearly spooked the explorer, and he'll likely think twice before returning to this creepy location anytime soon. Paranormal Me is a popular YouTuber who documents his explorations of different abandoned buildings in the hopes of capturing some truly creepy things for his subscribers to see. In this video, the paranormal investigator decides to explore what appears to be an old abandoned hospital. As soon as he walks inside the dreary and unsettling building, it's clear that the place has certainly seen better days. Shortly into the video, he uses an EVP device to attempt to communicate with any resident spirits. He's shocked when he actually hears something. Take a listen.
Sesler normal değil. Değil. Evet, ilk cevap kurban diye geldi.
It sounds like the word kurban, which is Turkish for victim.
Değil. Evet, ilk cevap kurban diye geldi.
But perhaps even more unnerving, it's also an Islamic term for animal sacrifice.
Evet, ilk cevap kurban diye geldi.
Sometime later, he manages to inadvertently film something strange in a nearby window. Take a look.
Yukarıdan bir yerden bir şey fırlatıldı. Tam şuradan bir yerden. Şuradan.
At the time, he doesn't seem to notice the face and continues his investigation.
Beni mi uyarıyorsun? Bana iyilik mi yapıyorsunuz yoksa kötülük mü? Niyetindesiniz.
However, it seems as though the strange figure might actually be following the YouTuber, as later in the video he notices some curtains begin to shake in one of the rooms.
Kendini göster. Bismillah. Teşekkürler. Teşekkürler. Niyetim dediğim gibi size zarar vermek değil.
Wisely, the investigator decides to leave the building shortly thereafter, and we're left to wonder just who or what that mysterious figure actually was. Could it have been a homeless person who's taken up residence in the old building, or was it something a little stranger? As hospitals see their fair share of death, some believe that the spirits of the deceased may linger in the premises even after everyone else has left.
Bismillah. Teşekkürler. Teşekkürler. Niyetim dediğim gibi size zarar vermek değil.
YouTuber Michael D. McGee believes he's been haunted now for more than 13 years. Much of that time he's spent investigating the paranormal and is convinced of the existence of ghosts. In 2017, he took a break from YouTube to focus on personal growth, career, and family. However, in 2018, unexplained noises such as banging on the doors and footsteps on the stairs disrupted the family's peace and sleep, prompting a full cleansing of their home. This worked temporarily, bringing a rare sense of quiet, yet in June of 2019 the activity resumed, almost exactly 1 year later. Seeking answers, he used a spirit box and connected with a spirit named Adam. These sessions with Adam became a source of solace during a period of struggle, offering a sense of purpose and positivity. However, when Adam's presence faded, the loss deeply affected the YouTuber.
Still present, would you like to come forward and speak to me?
Over the years, Michael D. McGee has managed to capture some rather unsettling footage, documenting the strange occurrences in his house. Firstly, we see some possible paranormal activity that was captured in his kitchen. Next, we see the view from a camera placed in his living room. Immediately, we see an orb drop into view. Then a few seconds pass and a remote starts to move. This is followed by several more orbs. The video then cuts back to the kitchen, this time during the day. Next, we see footage from above the stairs where a device begins to light up. All the while, there's an unsettling creaking sound as if something's walking up the stairs. The footage then shows a fan beginning to shake uncontrollably. That's when a door creaks open and we see this. These are but a few of the mysterious events that this YouTuber has managed to capture on camera. If you're interested in following his story of living in a potentially haunted house, there's a link to his channel in the description box down below. It's well worth checking out. This next chilling piece of footage was sent to the YouTube channel Fourth Wall by an anonymous user. They said they were walking through a cemetery late at night in Japan when they heard some strange noises coming from one particular monument. That's when they took out their phone to film the event. Watch what happens. Watching that again throughout the clip, you can hear a strange murmuring or moaning. The camera holder is startled when they spot a dark shadow standing by the monument. Eerily, it seems to just vanish from sight. No one seems to know what's being caught on camera here. Some have suggested a ghost or spirit, perhaps an apparition of the person who's buried inside this very monument. Others thought the murmuring sounded like chanting, suggesting the black figure was a monk or priest. But if so, how did they just vanish into thin air? This is truly a mysterious piece of footage that no one can definitively explain. Let us know your theories in the comment section down below.
Yo, what's up everybody? Chris coming to you, another one of my crazy crossroads. Big Joey C is here with me.
In a June 2021 episode of C's Crazy Crossroads, YouTube adventurer Chris and his friend Joe visit an abandoned house in Ohio, rumoured to be haunted. The house, owned by Joe's uncle, is said to be built on a Native American burial ground and haunted by the aggressive spirit of its original owner, Daniel. Locals report eerie activity, including lights visible in the windows before the house was wired for electricity. Armed with their courage and cameras, Chris and Joe embark on a spine-chilling journey through the house, encountering an onslaught of unexplained activity.
Clearly you can see the house is under renovation. I gotta chill right away.
Shortly after entering the house, Chris and Joe hear loud, unexplained knocks and bangs.
Oh yeah, look, they...
Hey, did you say something?
Sounds like...
Hello?
Hello? Oh boy.
The sounds echo through the house as if someone or something is responding to their presence.
Hey, your phone is on, Joe. Whoa, what the frick? That was down below, or was that over here?
As they cautiously explore, a high-pitched scream, which they believe sounds like a woman, pierces the silence.
What?
I just heard a woman. I just heard a woman.
What the was that? Oh, jeez!
While investigating the ground floor, they capture some strange sounds.
That just said get out. It was a guy.
Then, as they venture upstairs, the sounds of footsteps above them grows louder.
Again. Where?
That's when suddenly this happens.
Oh my goodness!
Whoa. Did you just trip over that?
Nope.
Moments later, while investigating the noises, more plasterboards topple over.
Dude, are you serious right now? What is that, Joe? Who's down there? Joe. Oh my God, look at that!
Meanwhile, the footsteps grow louder as if something unseen is walking just above them.
Joe, what the
That's upstairs. That's upstairs.
Testing the spirits, Chris asks them to knock once if they want the pair to leave.
Daniel, if you want us to leave, if you feel threatened by us, can you knock once for yes? Twice? Bye. See you, dude. I'm going out. I'm going downstairs.
While exploring outside of the house, things turn from creepy to downright chilling.
Joe, Jesus, that's a... It was moaning, you hear that? Oh my God. Joe, look in there, look in there, look.
Watching that again in slow motion, Chris spots what appears to be a hand in the upstairs window. While still outside, one of the more disturbing moments of the night happens. The camera catches this.
Oh God!
What?
There was another image.
It can be hard to see at first, but if we watch it again in slow motion, there appears to be a face just on the left-hand side of the window. As the investigation draws to a close, the duo hears moaning and screaming sounds.
Joe, you don't hear this?
Neighbours later confirm they often hear similar noises from the house, further cementing its haunted reputation. The investigators note sudden drops in temperature and an unsettling gas-like smell throughout the house. Both men feel physically affected, with Chris describing sensations of weakness and unsteadiness in his legs. Despite the overwhelming fear, Chris expresses a desire to return for an alone challenge. The episode ends with both men pleading with the spirits not to follow them home, reflecting on the intense, responsive activity they've just witnessed.
All right, guys. Oh my God, it won't stop. All right, we're leaving. Don't follow us home, whatever you do.
For fans of paranormal investigations, this episode offers a chilling, step-by-step journey through a house teeming with the unexplained.
If you feel threatened by us, can you knock once for yes? Twice. Bye. See you, dude. I'm going out. I'm going downstairs. I'm getting the out. Joe, come on, man. Seriously.
This last video on our list was uploaded to the YouTube channel Hunting the Dead. In it, the investigator visits an allegedly haunted house in the middle of the day.
I am here to investigate the paranormal. Now we're just gonna do a little quick walkthrough, guys, and I can tell you, as soon as I came in here, I started feeling energies.
The creepy activity begins early. As he initially explores the rooms, he inadvertently captures something chilling on camera. Take a look.
I really miss this. Pretty simple here. We just have a nice little paranormal potty. But we do have the mirrors, and we do ask for the spirits to come through and communicate.
It's quite subtle, but just as the investigator enters the bathroom, a shadowy figure can be seen in the mirror.
Pretty simple here. We just have a nice little paranormal potty.
Next, he takes out an EVP device in an attempt to communicate with any spirits that may be nearby.
But you basically can speak to me through this. Will you do that?
Shortly after he turns it on, he hears a distant door slam.
Dude.
Then, as the investigator approaches the kitchen, a voice can be heard saying what sounds like, "It stinks."
What the hell is that sound? Did you do that? Who was that?
A few seconds later, another crash echoes through the house.
Come on, give me a sign. Show me where you're at. Dude. Something's grabbed my ankle. No way. Shut that door, dude.
He continues the exploration of the property and soon asks the alleged spirit if it can make another noise besides tapping.
Okay, that was in that room. Can you do something other than tap? Can you make a scratch or something?
A few seconds later, the spirit seems to oblige as a mysterious sound is heard in another room.
No way, no way, no way.
The investigator runs towards the source. Then, as he enters a storage closet, he hears what he describes as a growling sound. Take a listen and let me know what you think this could be.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It was just something that just like growled in here, dude. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Finally, the investigator asks if the supposed spirit has any messages it wants to pass on. A voice seems to reply, "Help."
Listen to me, I'm giving you a platform where a lot of people will be hearing you. Is there anybody that you didn't get to give a message to before you died?
If there truly is some sort of paranormal entity trapped in this house, it doesn't sound as though it's at peace. Hopefully the next person to enter the property is able to remain safe while spending time there.
Hold on. Oh, dude, I just seen it. I just seen it.
Now, if you want to watch some more scary ghost videos, there's links right there that'll keep you entertained. Remember to follow all our other YouTube channels as well. We've got Slapped Ham Mysteries and Slapped Ham Shorts. Links to those channels are in the description box down below there. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.